Okay, so we're here at the Alienware booth taking a look at Beat Cop. As you can see, perhaps in the background, it's kind of pixely madness. For those that aren't aware of Beat Cop so far, would you like to give them sort of a rough synopsis of what they can expect from the game?
Yeah, Beat Cop is a mix of time management and adventure game. A lot of adventure, a bit of time management. So this is the adventure game where the time passes. The gameplay is split into days and you have limited time for your action during the day. And I will show you how it looks in reality. So you are a former New York detective who was framed for murder, and you were demoted to the position of beat cop, and you have 21 days to solve the investigation. Why this happened? Because you are innocent. On the other hand, you are the cop on the street, so you have your routine task to perform. You have your boss who wants you to write tickets, catch criminals, and basically keep the streets peaceful. Yeah. So you have to choose whether you are doing what you are supposed to do or try to solve the crime, the investigation.
Wonderful. It definitely seemed interesting from what I could see online about it so far. One of the things I've noticed is you've got a very distinctive art style in the game with like sort of the pixel, like the sort of a lower fidelity, that's probably the wrong word, but like lower fidelity pixel art, and then you've got sections like this which is sort of more detailed. Yeah. Where did you get your inspiration from for that?
It was mostly a matter of production capabilities of our very small team, because we started working on the game, it was two of us, myself as a programmer and designer, and artist as another designer, and of course artist. So we knew that we couldn't create full-fledged 3D experience. Yeah. So we decided, okay, we plan to make this game happening in 80s, so pixel art will suit the time perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's pretty easy to produce, and gives us what we want, because we want experience, we want adventure, and we chose the best artistic style to allow us to do what we wanted.
Well, and I mean, it works. That's the thing. It works. It really suits the style of the game, and there's a certain charm about this style of art nowadays. Like, people are starting to understand that, it doesn't need to be this perfect, fully 3D rendered environment for it to be beautiful still.
Yeah, it's perfect artistic choice. We can create pixel art games nowadays, despite that we have 3D cards and powerful cards and stuff like this, because this looks nice. This suits the time, suits the genre. So why shouldn't we be forced to use only the latest technology? I'm glad that we can do that, because that allows us, very small teams, to create games.
And how have you found that, like you say you're a very small studio, how have you found the process to sort of becoming a little more well-known and to be getting released on services like Steam?
For us, the option was, the only option was available, it was finding the publisher. Because we know how to make games. I have 25 years of experience making games, so I know almost everything about making games. But I don't know anything about selling games, marketing and stuff, and I don't want to know anything about that. So we found 11-bit studios and simply proposed them the game. They liked very much the whole concept. So I obviously we know the guys. We've been working together before. We are Polish companies, so it's much easier. And I knew I'm in good hands.
Yeah.
And I'm here, so it shows that I'm in good hands.
And this is proof, right? And how have they treated you overall? Like, are they working very closely together to make sure that the message gets out?
Yes, they are working very close together. They give us a lot of artistic freedom, so we are basically free to do whatever game we want. Of course, they oversee everything. We are in constant contact. We have a producer design, so they know everything about the game. We are quite happy to tell them what we are doing. We don't want to surprise them. And they see the results, and they waited quite long, because the game is almost 2 years in production now, but they found the perfect spot, the perfect time to announce the game on the PAX at Boston, and now we are in the process of promoting the game wherever we can.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's quite soon now that we're going to be getting our hands on Beat Cop, right? It's not too long before the release.
Yeah, we still have some work to do. The game is still in production. We are approaching alpha stage, mainly focusing on the content because we have all the features ready. Now we are filling the content. There is a lot of content in the game in terms of story, of course, because this is the adventure game. We have multi-layered story. We have side stories. We have daily themes for each day. There's different story theme and stuff like this. So there's a lot of text to be written, a lot of tests ahead, but we are approaching the alpha and the beta, and hopefully soon release.
And so you say there's like a lot of different paths to choose, a lot of different side content. So would you say that this is a game with a lot of replay value? And like, how long do you think a single run through would last roughly?
Roughly, I think it will be about 5 hours or something. The game is split into days, but not every day has the same length.
Okay.
If we want to put a bit more tension, we shorten the time.
Uh-huh.
It's still 10 hours of your shift on the street, but it may be 6 minutes, 8 minutes. It depends how much pressure we want to put on the player. Yeah. And we have different endings. We have different layers of the story. So if you want to find out really what happened to our protagonist, you need to make a lot of inquiries. You need to talk to many people in order to get the whole picture.
Fantastic. And you say you're reaching alpha, beta sort of stage. Do you have a sort of window that you're hoping to release in at least?
Definitely, we would like to release this fall. Of course, this may change as usual in the industry, but that's our target. We are working pretty hard at this moment to achieve that because it is the perfect time for this game.
Okay, so fingers crossed, we're looking at fall this year. At the very worst, we'll say 2016. Yeah? Fair?
Yes, this year.
And we'll definitely be taking a look at it later on. And it's my kind of game, so you'll probably see my face plastered over whatever further content we do around this game. But thank you very much for showing off Beat Cop to us today.